Hello students, I hope all of you are doing very well in this particular pandemic time. I am Fenis Bodiwala. I am going to cover your second chapter called as polynomial, chapter number 2, polynomials. Correct? Chalo. Before we get into understanding this particular chapter, what I was expecting, okay, we'll see few terms, or we look at general terms. Let's call it as algebraic expression. Many of the students, those who are studying in 10th standard, 11th standard, 12th standard, they face difficulty to understand what is algebraic expression, because without the basic idea it is going to be very important to carry out that kind of study. Simple. So algebraic expression is a very simple thing. It is a mixture, or it is a form which have a constant and it has a variable. It has a variable. Means what we have to do is we have to just simply take some constant. Now constant is such a thing, constant is such kind of a thing which never change, which never change in any situation. That means if we have a certain situation, in that particular situation your constant will never change. Similarly, variable is a kind of a thing which will change as per the situation, है ना? It will changes as per the situation. If you put the different value, it will keep on changing. It's a very simple to understand. Let me explain with the help of some example. Like if I say some constant is 2, correct? To any constant you can take, you can have any number, any natural number, any integer, any rational number, anything can be as your constant. So per se, let's say constant is going to be a real number, correct? Let me say constant is going to be real number. It can be anything, correct? For general purpose, what we used to do, or we tend to do, is we'll say कि by A, B, C, this kind of alphabets we will consider as a constant. If we don't know the constant, then if we know the constant, then there is no problem. But what about variable? So variable is, it can be anything, correct? Variable can be anything, but how we are going to denote? We can denote X, Y, Z, U, T. Such alphabets we will use for the variables. These are going to be my variables and these are going to be my constant. This is how I am going to define constant and variable. Now what is algebraic expression? Algebraic expression is a product of a constant and variable. Like if I take some constant from natural number 5, correct? If I take some constant, let's say 5, and if I take some variable x, so this 5x is called as algebraic expression, and same way we can write so many of that, minus 2x, minus 1 upon x, correct? Then 3x, then 7 by 2x. It could be anything. This way we can write as many as algebraic expression as we want, है ना? So it's a very simple concept. Algebraic expression is a product of constant and a variable. Your variable keep on changing, your constant will never change. If I give you some example, if I give you some example which is not of like this, let's think of in a different way. So suppose date of month July, date of month July of 2020, correct? So how will you write? 1/7/20, 2/7/20, 3/7/20, 4/7/20. So if you observe, this is your variable, this is keep on changing, but the month and the year, this is same, this is constant, this is changing. Now if you talk about the whole year, if you talk about the whole year, let's say m by y, मतलब month to year. So I'll say 120, मतलब first month of year 2020, second month of year 2020, third month of year 2020. So this all are going to be my variable x, and this is all going to be my constant. Correct. This is not changing, that means I can say this is a constant. This is keep on changing, so I can say this is a variable. So that is how we can understand what is constant and what is variable, and the combined formed is called as expression. Are you getting me? है ना? Because expression, algebraic expression is very very important to understand के what we are looking at. Simple. Now once we get to know what is algebraic expression, then let's see के by how we are going into the polynomial. Now suppose if I have some expressions like this, I can have so many expressions, 2x, x square plus 2x, x cube minus x square plus 4x plus 7. Now if you observe all these expressions, these all are in one variable. These all are in one variable. So this kind of expression which are available in one variable, we called it as a polynomial in one variable. We called it as polynomial in one variable. Correct. So let's try to understand polynomial in one variable in little bit detail. Simple. Chalo, let's have a look at polynomial in one variable. I'll put this as a title now. Polynomial in one variable. So I just showed you some expression, है ना? That was 2x, x square plus 2x, then x cube minus x square plus 4x plus 7. These all are the expression which has only one variable. Only one variable, that is x. Correct. But we can have a different also, means different in the sense of okay, instead of x we can have any polynomial in one variable which may have the variable y, which may have variable z, which may be x, which may be t, something like that. Similarly I can have something like this, 3y square plus 5y. So this is a polynomial in variable y. It is a polynomial in variable y. Correct. Same way I can have something like this, t square plus 4. So this is also polynomial in variable t. Correct. So we can have a different variables. We can understand. I already told you that x, y, z, u, t, such kind of things are in variable. Simple. Now if I have some expression, let me put like this, x square plus 2x. So this expression, correct, is joined with the help of an addition sign. This is joined with the help of an addition sign. Then these two things are called as terms, which we can call it as a terms of polynomial. What we can call it as terms of polynomial. X square plus 2x, in that x square and 2x is my terms of polynomial. Correct. Similarly if I have 3y square plus 5y plus 7, how many terms it has? It has 3 terms. Are you getting my point? Correct. Which are they? 3y square, 5y and 7. So at home I want you to identify how many terms are there and which are they. Minus x cube plus 4x square plus 7x minus 2. Just identify how many terms are there and which are they. I am leaving it for you people. Now let's try to understand something called as coefficient. Correct. Now if you observe this, each term they has a coefficient. For example 2x, this 2 is the coefficient. 2 is the coefficient of x. This 2. Similarly if I say 3y square, then what is the coefficient of y square? 3. If I say 5y, then what is the coefficient of y? 5. If I say 7, then 7 is the coefficient of y raised to 0. See, this is for y raised to 1, this is for y square. तो 7 जो है 7, it is a constant, correct? So it is a coefficient of y raised to 0, and we people know that anything raised to 0 like x raised to 0 1, y raised to 0 1, we know that, correct? So same way what we can say here, every term has a coefficient. How many terms are there? That we can identify easily. Now each term has a coefficient. Whatever the number of terms you may have, each term has a coefficient, correct? So I'll give you one example. Suppose if I have x square minus x, if I have x square minus x plus 7, this is my polynomial, then what is the coefficient of x? What will be the coefficient of x in this particular? So it is very easy to identify. This is the term we are looking. So if you people are guessing 1, then all of you are wrong. This coefficient of x is going to be minus 1. The coefficient of x is going to be minus 1, because we have to consider this sign as well. We cannot ignore this sign. If you ignore this sign, then your marks will be also ignored, है ना? So I don't want that any kind of marks will get cancelled just because of this kind of a silly mistake, minus 1 and 1. Simple. Now if we observe, I told you that this 7 is also a coefficient. So can I say this type of constants like 7, 5, minus 2, can I say these are also polynomial? Definitely, these are called as constant polynomial. What we can call it as constant polynomial, correct? If this kind of a terms are there, we can definitely call this as a constant polynomial. Simple. Now what if that your constant is 0? So 0 is called the 0 polynomial, is called the 0 polynomial, correct? Now this is very very important. In 1 mark question this could be there, है ना? This kind of things can be asked in a 1 mark. Okay, 0 is called 0 polynomial. So something can be possible like, can we have a 0 polynomial? So it is yes or no kind of a problem. So yes, it is there 0 polynomial. We called 0 as a 0 polynomial, and the remaining this kind of a numbers are called as constant polynomial. Are you getting my point? Correct. Now if you look at the polynomial has a certain criteria. Means the power of variable must be a whole number. Means how can we identify whether the given algebraic expression is a polynomial or not, correct? So to understand that, the power of variable must be a whole number. I'll explain in a bit detail, don't worry. Suppose I have an algebraic expression. Now how can I define algebraic expression? I already explained, correct? So I can say like something constant into variable raised to rational number. I can have a power in rational number as well, correct? Means I can say something like this: 2x raised to 1 by 2, correct? 5x raised to minus 1 by 7, then 5 square root of x, something like this. This is all our algebraic expression, but can we say these are polynomial? No. To be a polynomial, please note this down everybody, to be a polynomial, the power of your variable must be whole number. The power of the variable must be whole number. That means if I have something like this 2x square plus 5x plus 1, then I can say this is definitely a polynomial. But can I say this x plus 1 upon x be a polynomial? So see, I can write this x plus x raised to minus 1. So I got power negative. I said it should be whole number. It cannot be negative, it cannot be fraction. It must be whole number, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and all. And to understand that, you must know your first chapter. We understood whole number in the first chapter. So if you know the whole number, then you can identify that this power minus 1 is not a whole number. So this particular is not a polynomial. Are you getting my point? So to be a polynomial, your power of variable must be whole number. It cannot be integer, it cannot be rational number. समझ में आ रहा है? Are you getting me? है ना? So let me put some another example. Can we say this is polynomial? Square root of 2x square plus 3x minus 1. Can I say this is a polynomial? Yes, definitely. The power of variable is whole number. Even though the coefficient is real number, I don't mind. We have any real number. Coefficient can be any real number, but the power of x must be a whole number. So we can say definitely this is a correct one. We don't have any problem. We can call this particular algebraic expression as a polynomial. We don't have any difficulty in calling this kind of algebraic expression as polynomial. I hope everyone getting me. Correct. These all are also the expression which is not a polynomial. Now just let's say we have a variable x. Correct. Now if the variable is x, then we are going to denote our polynomial by p of x, or say, let's say q of x, or let's say r of x. But if the variable is y, then we can go with p of y, q of y, r of y. If the variable is t, we can write p of t, q of t, r of t. Correct. If you want to understand some example, we may write something like this. P of x is equals to 2x square plus 5x minus 3. Correct. We can write q of x is equals to x cube minus 1. We can also write r of y is equals to y cube plus y plus 1. So whatever is the variable, that must be inside this bracket. Now if my expression is t square minus t plus 1, then I will definitely write this. We can write anything, p of t, q of t, r of t, whatever you want, you can write like this. Correct. So this is how we can write a polynomial. Simple, the denotion. Now what if I have a polynomial which has only one term? We called it as monomial. Monomial means the polynomial has only one term. If I have only one term in my polynomial, then I called it as monomials. Why we called it as monomials? Because mono means one. Mono का मतलब होगा one. Mono means once. That means in our polynomial there is only going to be one term. We don't have more than one term. Are you getting my point? Simple. Like for example, if I say monomial example is 2x, correct, minus 5x square, 2 y raised to 4. These all are the examples of monomial. Correct. Then we have a binomial. What does binomial means? Binomial means the polynomial has two terms. The polynomial has two terms. We called it as a binomial. Here bi means two. Here mono means one. So if we want to see examples, so examples could be x plus 1, correct, then u raised to 15 minus u square, y raised to 9 plus 1. These all are the examples of binomial. Are you getting? Correct. Similarly, we have one more type. We called it as, I'm writing over here little bit, correct, this is called as trinomial. What does trinomial means? It must have 3 terms. How many terms it could have? It have 3 terms are called as trinomials. Why trinomials? Because tri stands for 3. Just like we have a triangle in that we have 3 sides, so we have 3. For example, let me say p of x is equals to x square plus x plus pi, correct? Then q of y is equals to y raised to 4 plus 5 plus y square, and it must have 3 terms. You cannot have only 2 terms. If it is a trinomial, that means it must have 2 terms. Below that is not good for us. Matlab means if it is a monomial, it must have only 1 term. If you have 2 terms, then it is not a monomial. If it is binomial, then it must have 2 terms, not lesser than 2 or not more than 2. If it is a trinomial, it has only 3 terms, not lesser than 3 and not more than 3. Are you getting my point? That is how we called it as a monomial, binomial and trinomial. Simple. So that's it for the day. Remaining things we will continue in our next session. So be home, stay safe, stay healthy.